Thank you for joining us for this history video in honor of 110 years of the Berkeley Buddhist Temple. We are very grateful. My name is Reverend Kiyonobu Kuwahara. I have been the minister at the Berkeley Buddhist Temple for the last 3 years. However, my connection to the temple started many years before I was born, when Gohonzon, Amida Buddha statue on the Onaijin altar, arrived from a temple in Japan to Berkeley by way of Mrs. Matsuda. The original owner of this statue was Reverend Joen Ashikaga, who was a mentor minister of my grandfather. But you will see more about that later. Tonight, in celebration of 110 years, we will share insights on the organizations and contributions made by BBT, and then show a photo slideshow that documents the history of the temple. But first, let's go back and remember that the Berkeley Buddhist Temple is a part of the Buddhist Churches of America, BCA, which is a Jodo Shinshu Buddhist organization in the mainland US. Jodo Shinshu, or Shin Buddhism, was founded in Japan nearly 800 years ago. The founder of our tradition, Shinran Shonin, wanted to share Amida Buddha's wisdom and compassion and made the Buddhist path accessible to anybody. In 1899, 2 ministers traveled from Japan to San Francisco in response to Japanese immigrants who had asked to hear the Dharma in their new home. Shin Buddhism continued to flourish as ministers and members came together to build the largest network of Buddhist temples in the continental US. BBT has carried the Dharma forward over many generations while expanding to reach growing number of newcomers who wish to learn more about Buddhism.
Hello, my name is Bradley Menda, and I've been the president of the Berkeley Buddhist Temple for the last 4 years. The Berkeley Buddhist Temple has always had an active and engaged board of directors. The Berkeley Buddhist Temple, or BBT, prides itself on having a diverse and active Sangha and has been at the forefront for having a dedicated board that represents the membership and oversees the needs of the Sangha.
The Fujinkai, later the BBT Women's Association, played an important role in the history of the Berkeley Buddhist Temple. The members helped with the nourishment for events and, more importantly, helped to create and support the values for the BBT Sangha over the years. Members of the BBT Women's Association participated in many conferences in the US and worldwide. These events helped spread support of Jodo Shinshu teachings and community. Within the last years, the BBT Women's Association has turned over ongoing support to the BBT Toban Committee.
The Dharma School has always been an integral part of the Berkeley Buddhist Temple. Initially, the founding Issei, or first-generation immigrants, needed a program to provide a Buddhist education to their children, and the tradition has continued to present day. Today, the Dharma School focuses on creating a nurturing and fun environment to educate the youngest members of the temple. Teachers and students develop presentations for many BBT services and are actively engaged in the temple and the community. The Dharma School provides chairpersons for Sunday services and supports events and fundraisers throughout the year.
Given the proximity to the UC Berkeley, the BBT Young Buddhist Association, YBA, has a long history of active involvement in the temple, the district, and the BCA. The YBA has evolved over the years, and today the high school students are active in supporting both community and social events and fostering friendship and Buddhist practice.
The Berkeley Buddhist Temple has a long tradition of music and choir ensembles that were initiated by Jane Imamura and many musicians and artists in the late 1940s. Today, the spirit continues with the Sangha singers who perform for services, events, and conferences. In addition, the Gagaku group was formed under the guidance of Reverend Matsumoto to practice and perform traditional Buddhist music. So the tradition continues.
Men's and women's Sangha basketball programs have been active since the 1940s. Now, BBT combines players to form teams with local temples. The BBT Sangha youth enjoy learning new skills and having fun in a supportive atmosphere.
A former minister's assistant program was started within the last 10 years, and before that, students from the Institute of Buddhist Studies were active in preparing and assisting with Sunday services. With proximity to the Institute of Buddhist Studies, or IBS, and the University of California, Berkeley, BBT has a long tradition of including students and assistants in Sunday services.
There are many other important committees, including the funeral, toban, finance, and community outreach. We all work together with an engaged Sangha that strives to make the Berkeley Buddhist Temple welcoming to all.
The Bazaar was initially developed by the Berkeley Buddhist Temple and spread throughout the Buddhist Churches of America, or BCA, as a favorite event for temples. The Sangha prepares for months to provide the community with delicious food, a silent auction, and games for kids. After World War II, the BBT Sangha started a fashion show and Aki Matsuri talent show. In the last 20 years, the Aki Matsuri spirit was reshaped to become the Satsuki Arts Festival and continues to attract talented musicians and performers for the Bazaar. The festive atmosphere makes it an enjoyable event for the greater community and a significant fundraiser for the temple.
It is a Buddhist tradition to remember and honor our loved ones who have crossed over to the Pure Land. The Berkeley Buddhist Temple and then Berkeley Higashi Temple have collaborated to alternately host Obon for our collective sanghas. Led by Madam Hanayagi, we dance and enjoy refreshments.
It has come to be known that the announcements at the end of a Sunday service can be quite long since there are many upcoming events for our Sangha to enjoy. Reverend Kuwahara is a frequent host of Dharmanars, monthly meditations, and discussions. Also, we are fortunate to have the Institute of Buddhist Studies and the Center for Buddhist Education that provide many events to deepen our understanding of the Dharma. We have many special services to celebrate the New Year, Ohigan, Hanumatsuri, Obon, Bodhi Day, and Hoonko. In addition, BBT members are offered workshops in flower arranging, tea ceremony, taiko, and yoga, just to name a few.
After the World War II internment, the BBT members worked hard to rebuild their families and community. The Dharma and the Nam's teaching spiritually supported them. Additionally, in the late 1950s, there was an emerging and growing Buddhist community. Study groups started under the guidance of the Matsuura and Imamura families. These study groups developed the Bussei magazine or newsletter and Buddhist seminars. The movement known as the Beat Generation explored Buddhism at the BBT and helped to spread the Dharma to new communities. The outcome of these events helped to initiate the Institute of Buddhist Studies, IBS, which is now hosted in the Jodo Shinshu Center next to the BBT. Just this year, after 36 years of collaboration as an affiliate, the IBS became the 9th member school of the Graduate Theological Union, which is the largest consortium of theological schools and seminaries in North America. IBS is the first non-Christian school among them.
Berkeley Buddhist Temple has thrived due to many dedicated and generous people, including years of active and engaged board and committee members, ministers, and the Sangha. Everyone provided their guidance, wisdom, and hard work to the temple. In the slideshow, we pay special tribute to Reverend Tana and Reverend Imamura, who were instrumental in growing the BBT membership and establishing the values of the community through the 1950s. Since the 1950s, the BBT has been privileged to have the contributions of Reverend Kusada and Reverend Matsumoto, who both provided many years of service, initiated programs, and provided leadership that further developed the foundation and values of BBT. Today, that strong tradition continues with the contributions of Reverend Kuwahara and many longtime and new members. We are grateful to have an active, engaged, diverse, and progressive Sangha and look forward to many years to come.
In May, we aired our Bazaar and 110th anniversary video with interviews from the 100th anniversary in 2011. The video is now on the Berkeley Buddhist Temple YouTube channel. So if you're interested, please watch it. In the slideshow tonight, we want to acknowledge that the background music is from recordings of Jane Imamura and the BBT choir of the 1950s. And now we will share the slideshow that takes you from the beginnings of the Berkeley Buddhist Temple in 1911 through today, 110 years. Please enjoy.
It's raining and raining outside today, but it's so nice inside. The ground is too wet for us to play, but indoors we keep very warm. Keep very warm. Keep very warm. Keep very warm. We can keep very warm.
The children mustn't pout, mustn't cry and throw things about. We must smile and try to do what our parents tell us to.
So let us rise and shine. are little Sunbeams, we are little Sunbeams, we are little Sunbeams, happy afternoon. Little babe was born, and all around were pretty flowers to greet the glorious morn. On the rolling India, he studied hard from home. He learned so well, he soon became the greatest prince of all. Far away in India, the prince had found the truth, and now he's proved a wise and kind, who shows the way to me.
Thank you for your time. We hope you've enjoyed the program and then gathered some new insights about the 110 years of history of the Berkeley Buddhist Temple. We deeply appreciate your support and then donation to the BBT fundraiser at the following link. With your support and generosity, we Berkeley Buddhist Temple can continue to make contributions to the community and then share Amida Buddha's wisdom and compassion with more people in the world and future generations. Again, thank you very much. ありがとうございました。ナマンダーブツナマンダブツナマンダーブツナマンダブツナマンダーブツナマンダブツナマンダーブツナマンダブツナマンダ